President Jaime Flores is not going to make it today. His wife had a little operation. Everything is okay, nothing to worry about, but of course his priorities are proper and he's with her today. So you'll be stuck with us without Jaime. Bring you up to speed on a few things. We did have our executive meeting a little while ago, and one of the things we discussed was bumping up our membership from $50 to $100. One sense, yes, it's a 100% increase. The other sense, it's only going up 50 bucks, and we were really low. I have talked to members of other organizations up in Boston and in Los Angeles. We were the lowest in the country by a ton. And for example, one of the other organizations that charges $75 per year also charged $20 each luncheon. So do the math, and it's a good deal. So it's $100 now for just individual members, and Marcella will be talking more about that in a few minutes. This year we're going to be doing our 6th Rides and Smiles, which is, it's remarkable. It has grown so much, and last year taught me something pretty valuable, that I learned that no, despite my best attempts, I can't do it alone. I need a whole bunch of help, because it continues to go like this, particularly with the military. Got a great turnout of children last year, fantastic turnout by Baptist, Miami Children's, and we're now getting inquiries from 2 other hospitals. And as far as I'm concerned, bring the kids. We can do it. We got great participation by our members last year. Marcelo and his fellows, of course, they're just invaluable on bringing the vehicles down and setting things up, and that continues to be the strength of that day. But Manny Sanchez, one of our members, arranged for 5 or 6 flat-out race cars. And those guys, they stepped up to the bat, and they brought down their cars. They put second seats in the cars for those of you who didn't make it to the day. And they took a lot of people for rides in these state-of-the-art race cars, not street cars, actual race cars. They want to do it again. Every one of them came to me at the end of the day and said, heck of an idea, we want to come back and do more of this next year, and we'll be back. And I've even got follow-up emails saying, we're serious, we want to give, we like what you're doing. The afternoon still remains pretty free, and I've already been in touch with the Southern Command at Tampa. I've chatted with the fellow who's in charge of the wounded warriors there, and he's now saying, how many can you handle? I don't know. I mean, I'm of the mind that I don't want to turn anybody down, but of course, we did get a fabulous lunch supply to us last year with Ariel and the people at Hyundai. They were good enough to pay for a lunch, which was brilliant. My biggest fear was not having enough food for people. Well, we had more food than we could possibly have eaten, and it gets thrown out, which to my Scottish background, oh God, it was terrible. I hate seeing things get wasted, but it did happen. So I'm thinking, I'm going to ask for something around 100 to 125 wounded warriors, which when you double it with family members, then you're up to 250, and if they bring friends, we easily have a massive day. I'm asking, I'm begging, if anybody has ideas on other things we can do, please tell me. And if you want to volunteer to do them, please do them. We're going to have the F-16s fly over again. The Air Force has said that's a done deal. The parachute Golden Knights U.S. Army team, they say next year they were embarrassed they didn't make it this year because something came up that we can't talk about. They say if they can't make it, they will have a stand-in parachute team jump in for the kids. So there's a whole bunch of things building, but I only have so many arms and fingers and time on my computer, and I'm quickly running out, and I felt embarrassed that I felt like I let our organization down last year because I saw a lot of areas where I was just flat weak. I just, hindsight's always 100%. Boy, I sure saw a lot afterwards. So I would appreciate if anybody can think of ideas, please volunteer them to me, and we'll make this just a spectacular success here. It's always been great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of what every one of our members gives and everything we accomplish. I'm very, very proud of all of you. But I want to make it bigger, 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 and I think we've got a chance to make something that is huge. I mean, just a massive, worthwhile thing where we're benefiting not only the children with cancer, but the wounded warriors. And can't do much better than that, giving back to the world. Marcelo, let's get you chatting a little bit about membership here for a moment, please.
Just first, thank you, Christy Caliendo,
Of
Toyota,
course.
and Service Toyota for being here. Round of applause. 2013 Avalon, which was terrific. So thank you very much for being here. Wanted to first start with some questions about the membership fee, so I just want to get everybody clarified so everybody understands what's going on. For press membership, we did go up $50 actually for all the memberships. So press membership, if you're an individual, you're going up to $100. So an individual, and then some folks were asking me today at luncheon for the corporate. Corporate for the press includes up to 3 or 4 members, and that will go to $200. So from $150 to $200. And then for the associates, it went up to $150 for the individual, and then it went to corporate to $300. Everybody's been paying pretty well, so I know the folks that haven't, I'll be talking to you, send you emails with the invoice. But everybody's been paying really good, and today's been a great day, so I've collected quite a few amount of money. So thank you very much for doing that, guys. We do have some new members here present. We have Sebastian Benzon. Group. We have Sifra Sandler, that's not here present. She's a blogger with Champagne Living and the Review Broads. She couldn't make it today, but that's a new member. We have Sergio Rodriguez. And then we have Luis Gonzalez Jr., that's not here present. That is family from Mr. Gonzalez that they have joined us. And and Raquel, of course, with Marlene's group that's here present. Raquel. A great turnout. We have actually 48 members, so a great turnout. Thank you very much. I'm going to pass it on to Tony.
Tony?
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, we're really growing, and Bill offered us a challenge to support him with the Ride and Smile, so we can make this as strong as it can be. But remember, we have 4 major events, and all of them have unique and distinctive characteristics, whether it's the topless or our annual awards that we do, and the Ride and Smiles, and of course our holiday event that was really awesome this year. So we want to make sure that we understand the dynamics of what we're doing. We're growing, and these are oftentimes the reason, as you guys got the letter and the email that I sent. And I appreciated the feedback that you all provided regarding that, the questions that you had and things of that nature regarding our rate increases and such. Most importantly, just continue to be as aggressive in your participation as we've been, and continue to grow. And in closing, I want you guys to know that we can lean on each other. I had some members have asked me, I think yesterday, needed photos. So I need photos. We need different things that we need to share and cross-promote. That's going to be very, very important as we move forward, because as Bill mentioned in a previous meeting, we want to continue to make sure that the exposure from these events and from whatever the drives that you do, that it gets out. So for one media outlet, if you're sharing it with 3 or 4, then we can double and quadruple the exposure for the manufacturers, and that's what we love. Okay? Bill?
Yeah, just one final thing I want to point out before we start lunch, and we'll have the Avalon presentation afterwards, is that, again, we are on the cutting edge of picking out what's best. John Koskinis at your show this year, the car we chose, what happened with? Car of the Year. So this is every single year our member has picked it ahead of the rest of the world. So we're pretty good at it.
By the way, Bill, November 8th through the 17th, make a note. So that'll be the show that's coming in.
Be perfect. Paul Gordon.